The Giants are riding the wave of an emotional win on Sunday, with Hunter Pence playing the hero and snatching victory out of the jaws of defeat. Now, after a day of rest, they prepare to face someone who sparks dread into the hearts of all Giants fans, and that's Nolan Arenado. The Giant Killer is in town for a 3-game series next.
The Giants say goodbye to the Padres, and tonight here at AT&T Park, they welcome in the Colorado Rockies. Game 1 of a 3-game series. Welcome to NBC Sports Bay Area, and it's powered by Xfinity. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Alongside me is Mike Krukow. Well, the Giants end up taking 3 out of 4 against the Padres. They're 5-2 on the homestand. Well, what would you like to do? You like to take the series against Colorado, and you hand the ball to Derek Holland.
Well, and on paper, you would think that was not a very good matchup, considering his lifetime ERA is 8.40, and this Rockies team's hitting .342 lifetime against him. But Derek Holland's been throwing great baseball. He's been throwing great baseball now for about 6 starts in a row. He will give this team a chance to win. His opponent tonight, Chad Bettis, well, he has not had a whole lot of success against Brandon Bell. Watch that matchup. A lot of fun here at the Yard.
Yep. Austin Slater gets a start. We'll enjoy watching his at-bats. Hopefully he'll get 5 at-bats. Here tonight, he's in left field. All right, stay tuned. We'll take you to Willie Mays Plaza. That's right, for an update right after this.
low fares, no hidden fees. That's transparency. And by Jack in the Box. Try the $5.99 Jack Spicy Chicken Club combo with toasted sourdough. New from Jack in the Box.
After 17 consecutive games, your Giants got a much-needed day off yesterday, and I'm just going to say I hope they got a nap because they're going to need it tonight. They begin a 16-game stretch with no off days. They're going to kick it all off this evening with a 3-game series against division rivals, the Colorado Rockies. Welcome back to our broadcast, everybody. I'm Amy Gutierrez, and Sunday, that was a lot of fun. The Giants rallying in the bottom of the 11th off of the Padres' Brad Hand to get their 5th walk-off win this season. We're going to make it our Ford Smart Play. It's brought to you by your Northern California Ford dealers as we go through it. McCutcheon getting a double to get things started, and then Posey gets intentionally walked. That was a mistake. It put the winning run on base. Crawford's going to take one for the team, getting hit by a pitch, and then the bases are loaded for Hunter Pence. A 2-run double to come through. It was Pence's second career walk-off hit versus Hand. The other came May 16th, 2016. And the Giants celebration obviously above and beyond for a teammate that they love, and he has been looking for a moment like that this season. Congratulations to Hunter Pence. It was fun to watch. All right, tonight, Derek Holland on the hill for your Giants. Austin Plater's getting us start lineups. First pitch, and of course, Coop and Kite are here and ready for you. Stay with us.
Game time weather is presented by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. That's right, get to the beach. The admission-free boardwalk is open daily. It is a chilly night here at the park. 61 degrees. You see the winds and the humidity. And the forecast is a lot like what it is right now.
Perfection.
Yeah. Here's the Rockies lineup, and it's brought to you by Southwest Airlines. It's a good lineup. LeMahieu in the leadoff spot, then Blackman, and then Nolan Arenado against lefties. He's good. Story, Desmond, and then Carlos Gonzalez. Murphy, the catcher, he'll hit 7th, then Parra, then Bettis.
On the hill tonight for the Giants will be the left-handed veteran Derek Holland, 6'2", 215-pounder. He is 31 years of age. He's in his 10th year at the big league level. That's what he's done in 15 starts, 5-7 with a 4.48 ERA. Strikeouts per innings pitched, that's a good ratio, averaging almost 1 per inning. And it's a 2-to-1 strikeout walk ratio. This is how he tries to get you out. Fastball is about 55% of the time. He will 2 and 4 seam that fastball. It'll be low 90s. Got a curveball, slider, and a changeup, and he'll throw anything at any time. Lifetime against these Rockies in 3 starts, he's 1 and 2. Let's take a look at the defense playing behind Derek Holland tonight. Starting in the Giants outfield from left to right, it's going to be Slater making a start, joined by Hernandez and McCutchen. Crawford, Sandoval on the left side of the infield. Panic and Bell on the right side. Buster Posey, he'll be in the squad, putting down the signs.
So here's LeMahieu. LeMahieu hitting at 279. First pitch of the ball game is high. So we get started a minute early. LeMahieu always hits well against the Giants. You saw his lifetime average. Here he takes a strike. Called by home plate umpire John Tom Payne. It's DeMuro, Wegner, and Reynolds from first to third.
Tom Payne's a low ball umpire. He can be tight at times. He doesn't give big corners, but he likes the knee-high strike.
And another strike. Charlie Blackmon to follow. The Rockies have lost their last 2 games. Miami did a nice job of coming back and beating them the last 2 games. And they're playing much better on the road than they are at home.
Which does not make sense to me.
No, it doesn't. They're 23-18 on the road. Everybody but Tom Payne and LeMahieu thought that was a strike. The Rockies are 15-22 at home. This is skied out to right center field. It's McCutchen into the sun, and he makes the catch. The only spot where the sun is shining in this ballpark on the playing field is right where LeMahieu hit it.
There's nothing easy to that side of the ballpark this time of night. So, I mean, one hitter into the game, and Andrew McCutchen's got to be feeling that Mother Nature's picking on him a little bit.
He's thinking, well, maybe we got that one out of the way. Here's Blackmon hitting at 282, 14 home runs, 35 runs batted in. Each and every one of these Rockies has pretty good lifetime numbers against Holland. Gonzalez is 0 for 3 lifetime. Murphy's never faced him. Parra has only had a couple at bats. But everybody else have taken their rips against Derek Holland.
Yeah, we saw him early this year. He didn't have quite the command that we've seen him have the last 6 starts. Really, the last 6 starts, he's had full use of all of his stuff. His curveball, slider, changeup combination, they were all there, even behind in the count.
1-2.
Rockies are a good fastball hitting team. They're a good hitting team, period, but they hit the fastball. And if you're not getting your off-speed stuff over the plate, that can be a rough night.
Here's the 1-2. The Giants, when they played the Rockies at the end of May, they needed to win the last game of that 3-game series in Denver. They needed to win it. There's Blackmon down the left field line. Slater giving chase, and it's out of play. And they needed a great start from Holland, and they got it from Holland. And the Giants won that game 7-4. Consequently, they had a 2-6 trip instead of a 1-7. So that was the big start for Holland. And now back at it against Denver here tonight. And there's a jam shot to Sandoval, who's going to throw on the run, and they got him. Sandoval threw that about as hard as Blackman hit it. Stream the Giants on the go this season. Once again, you can stream every NBC Sports Bay Area Giants broadcast on your desktop or mobile device. Giants game streamed on the go on the NBC Sports app. Here's Arenado. This is basically how you want to face Arenado.
2 outs, nobody on.
That or in the 9th with a 10-0 lead. That may be a little bit better. There's a pitch high. 1 ball and no strikes.
See what he has done in the first inning. Hit 383 with half of his home runs in the first and almost half of his RBI total.
It's going to be Panic, who's an old shortstop, and he throws him out. For the Giants, Hernandez, Posey, McCutchen coming up. Starting lineup brought to you by Southwest Airlines. It'll be Gorkis Hernandez to lead it off. He's been hot, followed by Posey, McCutchen, and Brandon Bell. Pablo Sandoval will hit 5th, and it's Crawford, Panic. A start for Austin Slater hitting 8th and Holland 9th.
On the hill tonight for these Colorado Rockies will be Chad Bettis. Bettis in his 4th year at the big league level. He's 28 years of age, and he's 6 feet tall, 210 pounds. And this is what he's done in 15 starts. 5-1 with a 5.23 ERA. 2-to-1 strikeout walk ratio. You take a look at as to how he tries to get you out. It's going to be a lot of fastball changeup combination. He's also got a slider and a curveball to go with it. Not going to impress you with a lot of velocity, although he can heat it up there in the low 90s. Lifetime against the Giants, 5-1.
One ball and no strikes.
I beg your pardon. He's 3-4 lifetime against.
On the ground to Story, and Story's got it. So Hernandez rolls out, and that'll bring up Buster Posey.
Let's take a look at this Rockies defense playing behind Chad Bettis, starting in the outfield from left to right. It'll be Parra, Blackman, and Gonzalez. You got really strong arms on the corners. Story, Arenado there on the left side. LeMahieu and Desmond on the right side. Tom Murphy, he'll be in the squad, putting down the signs.
Buster hitting .289. 5 home runs, 26 driven in. Buster lifetime against Bettis. 4 hits in 16 at bats. And he takes ball 3.
Bettis is a finesse guy. I mean, he relies on his control. Of late, he's been struggling a little bit in that regard. So
that's a 4-pitch walk.
Well, Xfinity X1 customers say, show me the San Francisco Giants into your X1 voice remote and get live stats on your TV. Change the way you experience TV with Xfinity X1.
Here's McCutcheon. McCutcheon hitting at .263. 8 home runs, 34 runs batted in. And he takes a strike. Bettis could not throw Posey a strike, and he starts out McCutcheon with one right off the bat.
Well, in a perfect position, too, outside corner at the knees.
McCutcheon swings and misses on a breaking ball. McCutcheon 5 hits and 14 at bats against Chad Bettis. Belt to follow. In the dirt. Nice block by Murphy. 1-2. Giants are 5-2 on this homestand. They're 24-13 at home. And they've played 40 games against the National League West, and they're 20-20. Got him.
Fastball right down Market Street. Take a look at the pitch. By PitchCast is brought to you by SoFi, Modern Finance Company. The only way you take a pitch like that at a 2-strike count is if you were guessing for something else.
Something else. Here's Belt with Posey at first. Arenado playing the shortstop position. And back. And Belt drives it on one hop to LeMahieu. And that'll end the inning. Story, Desmond, Gonzalez coming up.
Is brought to you by Redwood Credit Union. Redwood Credit Union offers full-service banking for all that you love. Federally insured by NCUA.
StubHub has the best selection of 100% MLB verified tickets. Download the StubHub app today and head to AT&T Park. StubHub is an official partner of the San Francisco Giants. Here's Trevor Story to lead things off. Story having a fine year, 16 home runs, 58 driven in. Desmond to follow. In tight, 2-0, 4 for 7. That's what Desmond is in his career against Derek Holland. And a healthy rip and a foul out of play. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Rockies are making a push for Trevor Story to be on this National League All-Star team, which will be held in Washington this year. Giants are making a push about that guy right there, who's leading the votes right now.
Foul. 2-2.
It's pretty humbling when you're a player and your organization gets behind you to get a chance to go to an All-Star game and your fan base supports it. There's no greater compliment to get voted in.
And a full count to Story. I told you, Mike, my first one was fabulous, especially when it was right at home in Cleveland.
Yeah. What do you remember about it?
My seats were right behind a pole. Got him. Let's check in with. On that note, let's go to Amy G.
All right, gentlemen. Well, 17 consecutive games. Yesterday, a day off, and the Giants, they needed it. So what did they do? Well, everybody did a little something different, but the same thing they did was go to Instagram to show it. Crawford took in some time with his family and his newborn son. Evan Longoria, a day in wine country with his lovely wife. And then Derek Holland spent the day with teammates Chris Stratton, Brandon Belt at Six Flags on some roller coasters. Belt loves a good roller coaster. And then, well, Holland spent a little time with a giraffe. Got a lot of love there. It's no wonder Holland and Belt get along. I guess Holland's kind of a giraffe magnet. Gentlemen?
What did he have? Did he have a half of a tree in his mouth?
Yeah, I want to know the whole story.
Is that a giraffe treat?
Amy, don't tease us. What do we got there?
Holy smokes. And I thought Holland had a girlfriend.
Well, he's got another one, only this one's got 4 legs.
Oh, and 2 to Desmond. Desmond turned it around a little bit. He was under 200 for the longest time.
Yeah, it looks like. Yeah, I don't know if I do that.
No, I don't think I would.
The black tongue thing. I don't know.
High and deep to left. Slater back at the wall. Gone. And it's 1-0.
Ownage is ownage.
So, home run number 16 for Desmond.
Now this was down around the knees, down and in. A little breaking ball. It looked to me like Desmond was looking for it. Backside completely timed to the off-speed pitch.
Here's Gonzalez. Gonzalez flips one foul and out of play. Well, that one's not going to beat you. And that's how you have to look at it. Just a little low. 274 for Gonzalez. 7 home runs, 29 driven in. One and 2.
Don't have a lot of excess wind tonight. It's just like the normal breeze you get, which is a breeze that will protect right field. You don't get a lot of carry that side of the field. You will get carry to center and left center. Saturday and Sunday, there was hardly any wind at all at the ballpark. It was a great day to hit. Tonight's pretty much business as usual.
Is going to be hit right to Sandoval. And in a weird way, it's a 5-3 putout. And here's Murphy.
All right, you want the numbers on Ian Desmond's home run? Well, we've got it for you. 31-degree launch angle, hit 392 feet or 103.3 miles per hour. So there you go. There will be a test on that after the game.
Here's Murphy. No balls and 1 strike. Murphy hitting .306. He's got 6 runs batted in. Sandoval digs it out on 1 hop, and that'll end the inning. Solo home run by Desmond. It'll be Sandoval, Crawford, and Penning coming up.
Fair play, the state of youth sports in America. Before they were major leaguers, players like this young man were simply kids being kids, playing all sorts of sports. Can you tell us who this is? We will reveal his identity later in the inning. Well, that's a challenge right there.
No clue at that one. I have no clue. Here's Pablo Sandoval. A lot of firefighters here tonight. And Sandoval takes wide with Crawford and then Panic. Foul back.
Well, it is a great night when the Giants honor the first responders, our firemen and women. Yeah, he's feeling it. So is she.
Jam shot out of play. It's 1-2. This guy came ready.
Oh yeah, he's a cheesehead.
You can pick up one of those if you walk through the Milwaukee airport.
You sure can. You can get a cowboy hat, you can get a bow tie, you can get a brick.
Underwear. Sandoval chops this one to Desmond. 1 out. Here's Crawford.
Oh, those are 2 good smiles. Tonight they had the pipe and drums. fireman's band, bagpipes, and the drummers. It was awesome.
Crawford, a little flip job and a beauty. A beauty.
That was a dead bird. Right now, we're going to reveal the identity of our Major League showing here as a kid. And I'll give you a hint, Kite. He met his wife in kindergarten.
That's easy. That's Hunter Strickland.
Hunter Strickland. For a look at many more babyface Major Leaguers to be, go to our photo gallery at NBCSports.com/fairplay and check out the documentary Fair Play, Youth Sports in America, Sunday at 4:30 here on NBC Sports Bay Area.
So here's Panic. Panic's got a little bit of ownage on Bettis. 5 for 15 with a double and a home run. Overall hitting .247. Foul.
Oh, our ball dude. Mark Almer. He had a chance to make a statement.
Yeah, I think Mark needs to take the jacket off. I think it's weighing him down.
Yeah. Otherwise, he'd have had that one. But he's a veteran. He brought his own cushion. Yeah. Left-hander, Rawlings guy.
In tight to Panic. Who's down the other side, Mike?
It's Nathan Williams.
Ah.
And he forgot his spikes in the car.
Panic with a base hit into center field. Crawford will stop at second. So back-to-back singles here in the second with one out, and here's Slater. Slater takes low. Slater here in the big leagues. Been up and back a couple of times. He's only had 12 at bats. He's 3 for 12. But boy, was he tearing it up in Sacramento. 1 ball and 1 strike.
You can tell a guy who's got confidence in the box. Number one, you're seeing it. You're getting pretty good pitches to hit. Now that 1-0 slider down below the strike zone is not an example of that, but Slater's swinging it well, and he feels good in that batter's box. Except for those last 2 swings. But his at-bats I've been looking forward to.
Well, it's really up to him because you got Derek Holland on deck. And that's a 3-pitch. See you later.
Well, and 3 times he got him to go down and chase below the strike zone. So you wonder how well he's seen it at this time of night, dusk, when it can be a bit challenging for hitters. Holland got a nifty 1 for 25 going.
It's all about the preparation, Mike.
Oh, yeah.
Strike to Holland. 1 ball and 1 strike. Nope. Blown away. 2-1. So Holland giving Bettis a little bit of a battle so far.
Well, if you're not a great hitting pitcher, if you get 5 or more pitches out of a pitcher, you've done your job. I mean, ideally, I'd like to see him pull this thing off the wall in right field, knock in 2 runs. I mean, ideally.
Well, he's going to get a pitch to hit right here.
Well, it's the 5th pitch of the at-bat, too. So from that perspective, it's been a good at-bat.
And he bounces it to LeMahieu, and that's going to end the inning. It remains 1-0 Colorado.
Fans are encouraged to enter to win online at NBCSportsBayArea.com/Giants AFOG. The fan who wins receives 2 tickets to the game on Say Hey Tuesday at Giants Prize Pack, and they'll get to be on the broadcast. The authentic fan of the game tonight is Ulysses Avila, and he's there with his brother Manuel. Ulysses has got the orange sleeves. There you go. And Manuel is his brother, and they're having a ball. So, gentlemen, welcome and congratulations. You wear the colors well. Atta babe.
Gerardo Parra is going to lead things off here in the 3rd.
So that guy having a hot dog. He's been thinking about that hot dog all day.
Absolutely. Parra takes the strike. He's having a good year.
He really is. I mean, he started off horribly, and then he really has caught fire. Been one of the hottest Rockies, not the hottest Rocky, but one of them the last couple weeks. There's the hot dog.
One and two.
You know what happens when you get down to the last bite of your hot dog? You start thinking, I need another one. It's the best bite right there.
One and two. Got him. It's time for Lowe's whole team together. Major League Baseball's lowest home ERA since May 19th. Here it is. It's the Dodgers, the Rays, the Giants, the Yankees, and the Mariners. And the record during that time frame for the Giants, 12-3. Here's Bettis. Bettis 3 for 28. And a belt high ball. One ball and make it 2 balls and no strikes.
You don't get a lot of leverage up there from John Tumpane, the plate umpire. I mean, he's not going to help you out with belt high strikes. Is it a strike? Absolutely, it's a strike. According to the rule book, yeah, you better believe it. But the reality of the strike zone is whatever that umpire says it's going to be that night. And for Tumpane, you'll see knee-high strikes. You don't get that many corners. You don't get that many belts. It really is a hitter's umpire.
And a 4-pitch walk. Holland shaking his head. He's not happy.
Well, when you walk a pitcher on 4 close pitches, and any one of them could have been called a strike, and all 4 of them go against you, you're not happy. Usually umpires, especially with hitters up there or pitchers up there, they'll expand a little bit, especially on a 3-0 count. Most umpires.
LeMahieu hit a fly ball to McCutcheon in the first inning. There he takes a strike.
Knee-high paint, outside corner, go figure.
Blackman to follow. And LeMahieu goes around. It's 0-2.
Broke him down. You don't see LeMahieu break down mid-swing very often. He's had a good curveball this year. Best in the last 3 years.
Pretty good spot, just missed. 1-2.
Curveball's got good whiff rate. Did you ever even know that that existed?
No.
Whiff rate.
Whiff?
Whiff rate. How's your whiff rate?
On the ground, Belt over his glove down the right field line. And the man who walked, Bettis, is going to be at third. Well, looked like it took a bad hop.
Ball did take a bad hop, hopped right over the glove. Would have been a backhander, would have been a nice play, but look at that ball come up. I mean, if you're Bell, I guess you have to feel lucky you didn't catch it in the right ear.
Well, I think Belt had a beat on it.
Me too.
I mean, he's very good over there. He's got great hands.
When you have a ball come up to you on you like that, I mean, do you think about it? Is it in your mind the rest of the game?
It shouldn't be, but it usually is. Here's Blackman, who bounced out to Sandoval. Belt's got it, double play, inning over. Well, that one he caught.
most memorable. To vote for today's matchup, go to NBCSportsBayArea.com or on Twitter at NBCS Giants. Winner of this round will be announced on your Giants postgame live, so vote for your favorite moment between Game 2, the 2014 NLDS. Giants taking on the Nats in Washington, and Brandon Belt, the 18th inning, hit a home run off Tanner Roark, and that would decide that outcome. And the second one, July 2nd, 1963 at Candlestick Park, Warren Spahn threw 201 pitches. Juan Marichal threw 227. They dueled for 16 innings until Willie Mays hit a walk-off home run with one out in the bottom of the 16th. All three Hall of Famers. So there's your pick. Again, winner of the round will be announced on Giants postgame live, so check it out.
It's the top of the order for the Giants. Marquis Hernandez does not offer at it, so it's a ball. 1-0 on the Desmond home run. Belt with a nice play to end the inning. Nope. 2 balls and no strikes.
Just no corners.
Yeah, Bettis is finding out what Holland found out. And he pours in a strike at 92. 2 balls and 1 strike. Breaking ball up and in, 3-1. Got a little chilly, didn't it?
Came on quick. Weather in the Bay Area had been very warm over the weekend, so this is more the what we're used to, right around 60.
High fly ball, center field, struck well. Blackman back. It is out of here. He's done it again, and this game is tied. His 10th of the year. How about that?
Home run number 10 indeed. And Alonzo Powell, Giants hitting instructor, was talking about Hernandez. See, last year he had an injury to his hand. It never felt right. He didn't have any home runs last year. This year he's come back healthy. They're using his lower body a little more in his swing, and it really has paid big dividends. 10 home runs. And let's take a look at the 3-1 challenge. 92-mile-an-hour fastball middle in. It helps to get a good pitch to hit, but most of his home runs go to center field. There's Alonzo Powell.
Buster drew a walk in the first. He drives one to left. Is it going to hang up? It does for Parra. 1 out. And that'll bring up McCutcheon.
Alonzo Powell this afternoon around the batting cage was bringing out a chart that he shows his hitters, and they kind of have a competition with it about he has on this chart the hardest hit balls all year. The hardest one that has been hit, Mac Williamson, hit 114 miles per hour home run. This one 104 miles per hour. That'll make the list. Goes 415 feet.
McCutcheon took a call, 3rd strike in the first. Here he taps it foul. Hey, John Miller's here. Dave Fleming's not. So that means John will be in here for innings 4, 5, and 6. I'll head over to the radio side and see you back here in the 7th. 2 balls and a strike. I'll say this about John: when he finds a cap that he likes, he wears it
every day.
There's a swing and a foul, 2-2. Looks good on him.
It absolutely looks good on him.
I think that's maybe an all-star game hat from last year. McCutcheon hits a high drive to left in the park. is Para. That's one you want to hit in Denver. Check in with Amy G.
All right, gentlemen, if you've always wanted to sleep under the stars here at AT&T Park, now is your chance. July 11th, it is the annual AT&T Slumber Party. It's presented by AT&T. Set up camp, pack your PJs, bring your sleeping bag. The Giants are going to give you pizza, midnight snacks, and 2 movies, one of my favorites, A League of Their Own, and The Last Jedi. And then Star Wars characters are going to be roaming the field for photo ops. Breakfast will be on the field the next morning. It's a great event, sfgiants.com/slumber party for ticket info. Gentlemen?
See, here's how I would put it, seeing as how I'm not a camper. If I were forced to sleep on the ground, I would want to do it here.
Yeah, this is a good place. Well, it is fun. It is an amazing night.
Not a ground sleeper. Belt takes inside, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, I mean, you can bring an air mattress. I mean,
you're putting it where?
In your tent.
On the ground.
Well, yeah, but I mean, come on.
No, my bed has to have legs. Belt's going to be thrown out. Hernandez ties it up. He hits his 10th of the year. It's bye-bye, baby. And as we head to the 4th, it's 1-1. And I'll see you back here in the 7th.
Designed for the grind that comes through every time. See your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places.
All tied up 1-1. We're going to the top of the 4th inning. Here to tell you all about it, my pal John Miller. Welcome.
Hey, thank you. Nolan Arenado leads off, and he takes a called strike. Arenado took a quick glance back at John Tumpane, the plate umpire, after that pitch. Arenado grounded out to short his first time. The Giants have 3 infielders to the left side of second. That is called strike 2.
Good changeup.
Scooter Gennett, number 1 in the league in batting average. Arenado, number 4. Second in the league in home runs. Second in the league to his teammate Story in RBIs. Triple Crown categories. And that is up and away. 1-2.
Well, he's been red hot. I mean, he just got through being voted the National League Player of the Week. Of course, for Giants fans, they'll tell you that this guy is permanently hot when the Rockies and the Giants meet.
And they would be right.
They would be right.
He struck him out. Blew it right by him. And Arenado is 0 for 2.
So Derek Holland really continues to impress with 4 pitches and a good command of all 4 pitches, which is what you need to do against this Rockies team. You can't give into the fastball and the fastball count.
And the home run hit by Desmond the ball was down. What was your thought on that pitch?
Well, it's down and in. I mean, it really wasn't a mistake. You tip your cap to Desmond. But Desmond was 4 for 7 lifetime prior to it, so he sees him well.
That's a foul, back out of play. So you were not shocked by it anyway?
No, when a hitter sees you well, there's not a whole lot you can do about it other than just stay away from him. Don't let him beat you. And in a situation early in the game with nobody on base, you don't want to walk him. So make him swing the bat, and lo and behold, he knocks out of the park.
And they have a lot of guys who can do that, including the man at the plate right now, Trevor Story. And he lays off a little bit high. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Rockies have, let's see, Arenado with 18 homers, then Desmond and Story both with 16, and Blackman with 14. They got 4 guys with 14 or more home runs in the first half of the season. That's a foul out of play off to the right. So they have 4 guys who are on pace for 30 or right around 30 or more home runs, like the Blake Street Bombers days.
Just kind of what you'd come to expect from teams coming out of Colorado.
1-1 the score. 4th inning, 1 out. Story struck out his first time. 2-2. It's almost a full moon tonight. Maybe not. Might be tomorrow that it's going to be the actual full moon, but moonrise with the sun still shining. 2-2. That is hit well. And Slater right in front of the wall.
Not a problem. Got up the bat just a little bit. That's all it took to keep it in the yard.
Desmond hit one that cleared the wall his last time.
Well, this is that breaking ball down and in we're talking about. Now 5 for 8 lifetime against Holland. So just try and minimize it. Just keep the ball away. Let him hit the ball to right field.
Desmond, with that home run in the 2nd inning, has a season's batting average against all comers of .216 now, but against the Giants he's hitting .370 this year with a couple of home runs.
Yeah, it's kind of he and Paul Goldschmidt. You don't even look at their numbers. You just look at their history. Goldschmidt this year, the rest of the league is hitting under 200 against the Giants. About the same, 340, maybe more.
That's a foul out of play off to the right. You saw those numbers a moment ago. He has been hitting everybody hard lately. The last 27 games. Although I think he got that 27 game stretch started against the Giants. A little bit of sun off the clock above the scoreboard in center field. The wind blowing out. Strike 3 called. And that is a 3-up and 3-down inning for Holland against the big bats in the middle of the batting order.
By BioFreeze, cool the pain. Sunday, Giants taking on the Padres, and rookie right-hander Derek Rodriguez was stellar. 7 4-hit innings. He gave up 1 run, 1 walk, struck out 6 on 99 pitches. That is our BioFreeze moment as Derek Rodriguez continues to be a great story in this 2018 season.
Well, the Giants got pretty well shut down most of that game. And they needed a strong start to compete, and he gave them one. Pablo Sandoval, low and inside, ball 1 from Chad Bettis. Pablo grounded out to first his first time. Crawford and Panic will follow in the 4th. 1-1 the score. And Bettis will handle it himself. 1 away.
You take a look at the rookie rotation, and 3 of the 5 guys are rookie right-handers, or 2 rookie right-handers, 1 rookie left-hander. And look what they've done. I mean, Stratton, last 8 starts, 5-2, 3.6 ERA. Suarez, last 5, 1-0, 2.86 ERA. Rodriguez, last 3, 1-0, 2.89 ERA. And their record 12-4 in those 15 combined starts. That is fantastic.
Crawford, changeup for ball 1. Crawford hit a pop-up, but along the left field line that fell in. Nobody could get to it for a base hit. See those 3 guys in the dugout looking on. And the changeup is low. 2-0. Well, the Giants have had opportunities for young pitchers, but they also have needed some people to step up, and those guys really have done it. Rodriguez on the left, that's Suarez right next to him, and then with he's kind of half turned away from them. Stratton talking to Gorkis Hernandez, who's on the bench behind. Home run hitters, between it, you got to go and rest. Playing center field and launching home runs and whatnot, you got to get your rest. You can't be up in the railing like that.
Look, if you got double-digit home run totals, and it's not even July 1st yet, you're in the club. You're a home run hitter. That's exactly right. You got to go there and cool your cheeks.
That is a foul. 2-2 now to Crawford.
You got to act like a home run hitter, right?
Yeah. And he's got it down. He's tied with Evan Longoria for 2nd in the club in home runs with 10. Brandon Belt leads the team with 12. Then Longoria and Gorkis Hernandez 10 apiece. Hundley and McCutchen each with 8. Crawford with 8. Chopped over the mound. Bettis can't handle it, and that's a base hit for Brandon Crawford. Well, Crawford, maybe he was owed a couple of these.
Well, you know, he went through that 0 for 18 streak, and he was taking some heat in the press a little bit. Well, if you went back and looked at it a little more closely, I mean, he hit a lot of those balls hard, but they were getting caught. So, yeah, he's owed a few of those little cheapy infield hits.
I meant to do that. The updated voting was released today in the All-Star balloting, and Crawford still leading all shortstops in the All-Star balloting. Joe Panic, ball 1. Panic lined a single to center his first time. So Panic, the Giants are anxious for Panic to get his bat going here, so he's showing some signs here in the last few days that maybe he's about to do it, including his line drive single to center tonight. And change up well off the outside. 2-0. Austin Slater is on deck. 1-1 the score. Dodgers have a 1-0 lead over the Cubs in the last of the 4th in LA. Dodgers are so hot. 4 straight wins. That's a foul out of play. The Dodgers also, since their low point of the season when they were 10 games under 500, they've gone 26-9 the last 35 games. Arizona won its game tonight in Miami. Two and 1 the count to Panic. Crawford at first. And a 3-1 count. Tomorrow, Madison Bumgarner for the Giants. There's, wow, classic scene here with the Salesforce Tower in the foreground. The lights of AT&T Park.
Looks like an album cover.
Back to the bag. Crawford at first. Desmond, the first baseman, on the bag with him. Strike two call. Wow. Perfect pitch if you're a pitcher.
Well, a pitcher does that too in a 3-1 count. You just kind of tip your cap. All right. It's not one you want to swing at because you're not going to do a whole lot with it.
Full count now. We'll keep an eye on Crawford at first.
Let's just be thankful it wasn't thrown on the 3-2 count.
Crawford runs. And LeMahieu's only plays to first. So Crawford does move up.
Well, Bud Black's going to think about how he wants to play this. The very first at bat that Austin Slater, who's stepping in the batter's box right now, had against Chad Bettis, he did not look good. He saw 4 pitches. He swung and missed at 3 of them, all down below the strike zone. I mean, normally you would think that this would be a situation that you intentionally walk a guy, and there's the decision. They are indeed going to do that. And that has everything to do with the fact that Derek Holland is 1 for 26 on the year.
So he didn't have to think about it real hard.
Well, Bud Black's a former pitcher, and he also knows that it's a pretty cool deal if you can lead off an inning and you can face that opposing pitcher. It's an easy way to get a first out and have an easy inning.
Crawford at second, Slater at first. 2 down. Change up off the outside. So he did strike out Slater the first time and had him chasing pitches out of the strike zone, off speed pitches. Desmond, Bettis covering, and the inning is over. 2 men left for the Giants. We're headed to the 5th inning. Carlos Gonzalez to bat against Holland.
You go for a Togo, brought to you by Togo's Pretzel Rami. Sunday against the Padres. Hunter Pence had a walk-off 2-run double, and the exit velocity was 73 miles per hour. That is our Togo's Pretzel Rami. And what a great moment it was for everybody, because everybody's a Hunter Pence fan. That was a good day.
Hunter Pence with a 2-strike count. And really, he just wanted to make sure he didn't strike out. And he found an opening where nobody could get to it. Game over. Tying run from third, the winning run from second. Came in to score. Carlos Gonzalez leads off against Dutch Holland. That is foul. And Cargo, he can't believe it. He thought it was fair.
Yeah, that's the I thought it was fair look.
Here comes Buddy Blackout.
Well, Buddy's reacting to what Carlos Gonzalez is doing. Carlos Gonzalez had a pretty good look at it. It doesn't have to land in fair ground once it goes over the bag if it hits the ground in fair territory first. I think he's got a pretty good argument. That's close. It definitely hits fair.
It's where it is in relation to the bag itself. If it passes over any part of the bag, then that's by definition a fair ball. 0-1 the count. Well, he gets a base hit on the very next pitch. Line drive to center field. On the next homestand on Sunday, July the 8th, alumni from the 2012 World Series team will be honored. There's a pregame Q&A session which will feature Ryan Vogelsong, Marco Scudero, Tim Flannery, Jeremy Affeldt, all from the 2012 team. There'll be complimentary food and beverage and a 2012 World Series ring desktop collectible. For tickets or more info, visit sfgiants.com/special events. Got to get the special event package to take part in all of that. Here is Tom Murphy. Ball one. Murphy grounded out to third his first time. With all of the way they can do the computerized strike zone with the guided missile technology, it seems like they'd be able to do the same thing for. Did a ball actually go over part of the bag or not?
Eventually that will all happen. It'll be like tennis.
That is a broken bat bloop for a base hit. Murphy. And Cargo's going to go around to third. McCutcheon will throw into second. And the Rockies are in business here. First and third, nobody out. And the left-handed batter, Parra, coming up. Tony Diaz, the first base coach, talking it over with Murphy.
Right off the end of the bat. But because it wasn't hit hard, it was an easy take at third base for Gonzalez. And the hottest, one of the hottest guys in this lineup. You see Parra last 7 games. He's got 14 RBIs. That's hot.
And that's back out of play. Cargo, by the way, got this started with a single to center. And that is not easily accomplished if you're a left-handed hitter against Derek Holland. Only the 8th hit allowed by Holland this year to a left-handed batter. There have been 60 at-bats against him now by lefties. 8 hits, 60 at-bats. What's that? A 133 batting average against him by lefties. In the middle infield, double play depth here. So they'd exchange a run to get a double play. The pitcher is up next. Crawford at short, Panic at second. Parra struck out his first time. 1-1 in the 5th inning. 2 men on, nobody out. Parra asks for timeout.
Well, they got him out throwing hard stuff in his first at bat. They just gave him a steady diet of fastballs on that inside corner or off the inside corner. So
1-2.
They go soft stuff away here, but in that the last couple pitches have been on that outside part of the plate. Down and in is definitely set up. Or inside is Doesn't have to necessarily be down, but inside is set up.
And he struck him out.
Stayed with off-speed stuff. This time he goes down below the strike zone with it. And another swing and miss. I mean, this is from one of the hottest guys on this club, and he is not picking up Holland at all. So that's a big strikeout. Take a look at location. Fastball at 90 to set everything up, and then he just goes soft away, away, and down for the rest of the at-bat and gets the strikeout he's looking for.
Chad Bettis, who walked his first time, never saw a strike. 4-pitch walk.
It's a good bunter and not a bad hitter for a pitcher.
Sandoval into the edge of the grass at third. Belt on the back with the runner at first. He shows bunt, and that's a strike. I think he just called it a strike. Didn't give the signal that he bunted at it. Carlos Gonzalez, the runner at third, he's been around a long time, but he still runs pretty well. Cargo, number 5, with his lead down the line. Bunted at and fouled. Strike 2. Buster Posey might have gotten something in his eye there. He takes some time.
It happens at times when you bunt a ball and you goes down the dirt, and the dirt will kick up and it'll get a catcher or an umpire. Catching, that's a dirty position.
Oh, 2 the count to Bettis. 1 out, runners at first and third. Swings away and misses. Strike 3.
Another strikeout with a runner at third base, less than 2 outs.
Six strikeouts for Holland in 4 2/3 innings. And here is LeMahieu. LeMahieu got a single his last time. He's 1 for 2. High in the air, and Slater over in left center being called off by Gorkis Hernandez, and the inning is over. First and third, nobody out, and Holland gets through it. Gorkis Hernandez, Buster Posey coming up.
Hats off for heroes. For each post, T-Mobile will donate $1 to support veterans.
Colorado won. The Giants won on a beautiful night in the city by the bay. A spectacular San Francisco sunset tonight. The full moon, by the way, will be tomorrow night. Either 9:53 or 9:54 local time, depending on which place you look at for your info on Google. There it is. Kind of looks full tonight, though, doesn't it? Here we are again. It's our baseball story. Full moon, empty arms.
Well, that looks pretty full to me. I got to be honest.
It looks primarily full. The official full moon 24 hours from now. Gorky's launched one for the Giants' run in the third inning.
Well, he got count leverage. He had the count 3-1. Pettis did not want to walk him, so he challenges the middle in. And Gorky's for the 10th time this year gets to circle the wagons and the bases.
Hello, high and tight, 2-2. 10 home runs for Gorky's. I was trying to remember when I predicted it, and I'm pretty sure I didn't. Now it's a full count.
Well, it's exciting. It's really exciting to be around him because he's such a good guy anyway, and he's such a hard worker. And when he has success come his way, he's real humble about it. And that's the type of guy that lights up a clubhouse.
Arenado. And there's out number one. Wrong guy to hit it to. And there's Colorado infield.
Well, they have a bunch of wrong guys to hit it to.
Don't hit it to LeMahieu. Don't hit it to Story. Don't hit it to the infield.
Don't hit it to Parra or Gonzalez.
Buster Posey, Giants catcher. He, when the balloting was announced today, still leading all National League catchers in the All-Star voting. It's all online this year. Buster has walked and lined out to left center.
I just want you to know I voted.
That's foul. So sfgiants.com/vote will get you to the All-Star ballot. Crawford leading all shortstops in the National League. Buster leading all catchers up till now. Desmond, that is covering, 2 down. On the next homestand, Sunday, July the 8th, it'll be your chance to score a Giants camo cap presented by Cuppa Software. Be one of the first 20,000 fans, and you'll receive the cap. The Giants take on the Cardinals. Baseball in the summertime here at AT&T Park. Two of the historic franchises dating back to the 19th century, the Giants and the Cardinals. Buy your tickets directly from the Giants at sfgiants.com.
I'm going to get about 30 requests for the camo hat from friends and family members up in Reno.
Ball one to McCutchen. And what about your old neighbors down in San Luis Obispo? They still call you?
Oh, yeah, but they're just not hunters. A lot of hunters up in Nevada.
Oh. 1-1. McCutchen has been called out on strikes and flied out to left center. Cubs have tied the Dodgers. It's 1-1 now, last of the 5th at Dodger Stadium on the out-of-town scoreboard. 95 miles an hour. He hasn't thrown too many of those tonight.
No, he cruises. I mean, he's not a max guy where he tries to throw as hard as he can on every pitch. With him, it's all about movement, control. But he's got some reach back velocity.
Just a little bit low on the outside. 3-1. One to one the score. 2 down, nobody on. Belt on deck. That is smoked to left field, but it's hanging, and Parra. The Giants retired in order. Bad luck there for McCutchen. Blackman, Arenado, Story coming up. From AT&T Park in San Francisco, the beautiful downtown home of the Giants. 1-1 in the 6th inning. The big hitters are coming up right now for the Rockies against Dutch Holland. And there's ball 1. Blackman is grounded to third and lined out into an inning-ending double play. Blistered one right to Belt at first to get the double play in the third. Pops this one up. Pablo. And one away. So the lefties, there are only 3 lefties in the Colorado lineup tonight. And now all put together. 1 hit in 7 at bats against Holland, and that is a little bit better than the average against him for all left-handed hitters that he's faced this year. Here is Arenado, who is grounded out to short and struck out. Now, I guess when you had the meeting before the game, you say, well, we can't let this guy beat us. And that is a foul out of play.
Well, I mean, the one thing nice about this ballpark, if you're Derek Holland and you're facing a guy like Arenado, right-hander, you always have right field that's going to help you out. It's such a hard field to hit a home run out of if you're hitting right-handed. So you pound the outside corner, keep it down, or elevate because he is aggressive, but you just don't give him stuff he can pull.
June, 3.15 ERA for Holland so far. So he's been getting better and better as the season went along. 2-1.
Well, I think his command of all 4 pitches and his ability to use them in fastball counts has been why his ERA has whittled down 2 points from what it was in April. Plus, he's also comfortable now. I mean, he's a guy that he's warmed up to that clubhouse and he fits in.
3-1. Well, a lot of his teammates call him Dutch now, which I guess is a nickname that has followed him around for a little bit.
Well, if your last name's Holland, I think Dutch is a pretty good nickname.
Dutch Holland. I like it. Sounds kind of macho.
Dutch.
Watch out, Dutch.
Go ask Dutch.
And the change up a little bit off the outside. So 1-out walk to Arenado, and let's go to Amy G now.
All right, gentlemen, this season marks the 11th for Nick Hundley as a major leaguer, and almost his entire career he has played in the NL West. Now, I asked him what it's like to play against teams that have meant something to him. He was a Padre and he was a Rocky, and he said, you know, it's pretty easy to keep your competitive edge for him, even though he loved both places. He said, I'll admit it, I've got a chip on my shoulder. It's more business than personal, but he goes out there and realizes, I was there once, I'm not there anymore, and whether it was a mutual or a decision made just by the team, he tries to hold that against them. He said it keeps him sharp. Gentlemen.
All right. So, and one of the best years he had as a big league hitter, his story, his line to single to left field was with this Colorado team. He went to Coors Field and he thrived at Coors Field. And he's thriving with the Giants in a ballpark that is not as hitterish as Coors Field, that's for sure. So Holland in a jam now, couple of men on with only 1 out. And here's Ian Desmond, the Giants' nemesis. And that's in there for a strike. 2015, Hundley went to Colorado and hit .301 with a .339 on base average. Only time he's hit over 300 in his major league career. Had 2 seasons with the Rockies.
Well, you only have to do it once to be called a 300 hitter.
That's Nick Hundley right there, 300 hitter.
And that will definitely follow him around when he's done playing. He's another one of those guys that you say he's gonna stay in the game. At least I hope he does as a coach or a manager. If you do both, good baseball man.
And you know, we grew up with batting averages being an important thing, and a lot of people now downplay a batting average, and there's certainly a lot of legitimate reasons to talk about other things. As Holland actually signaled to Buster Posey to come out for a chat here with a count 1-1 to Desmond, who has a home run tonight, struck out looking his last time. But I think if you're a hitter, when you talk to the actual hitters themselves, there's a lot of cachet. They want to, if they have a chance to hit 300, they want to hit 300.
Yeah, it is definitely a handle that you want. You covet. It's the goal. You want to be an all-star. You want that handle. You want to be a Gold Glover.
1-1 the count. He got the call on the inside. 1-2 now. Desmond has been hot the last month.
But the cool thing about a handle like that is when you leave the game and your career is over and you get introduced at a banquet or whatever, that's how they're going to introduce you. Former Gold Glover All-Star catcher Buster Posey. Former MVP in the National League Buster Posey. Of course, you could introduce him about 13 times and give him a different handle. Former Comeback Player of the Year Buster Posey.
I remember after the Giants won the World Series in 2010, then they took the World Series trophy to New York during that offseason. And Willie Mays went back with him. No throw to second with Panic breaking in behind Arenado. And they had a special function that weekend in New York with a group that were fans of the Giants when they were the New York Giants. And Willie Mays said, I want to interview Buster in front of these people. Struck him out.
Oh, he has really had some big strikeouts in this game tonight. That's the 7th strikeout that he's had. And 6 of those strikeouts have been swing and miss strike threes. And he just blew that right by a good fastball hitter. And Desmond was late. And he didn't pull his head off either.
So 2 down. And here comes Carlos Gonzalez. But even though Buster was not the same kind of a player Willie Mays was, didn't play the same position as Willie Mays, Willie saw so much of himself in Buster Posey. And which says a lot when you're talking about one of the greatest players in the history of the game. But Mays came along in late May of 1951. The Giants got better, ended up in the World Series. Buster Posey was brought up in late May of his rookie season, and the Giants got better and ended up winning the World Series. Carlos Gonzalez 1 for 2 in the game. Crawford, nice pickup on the in-between hop, and the inning is over. He was playing him right up the middle, and that was just right. 2 men stranded. Belt coming up.
pulled off the hidden ball trick to get Carlos Perez for the last out of the top of the 4th inning. And let's take a look at JT Snow. Now, as a pitcher, you can't get on that rubber. If you get on the rubber without a ball, that's a balk. And Davey Johnson, the skipper of the Dodgers, said, "What are we doing here?" And that's our timeless moment, brought to you by Coors Banquet.
I mean, it would have been a great moment no matter who the runner was or what team he was with, but the fact that it was a Dodger
made it even better.
Now it's timeless. Maybe we could get a copy to kind of put in our computer, just call it up whenever we feel like it.
Or just get a copy and send it to JT Snow. I think he would enjoy that.
Doesn't happen very often.
Well, everybody's got to be in on it. I mean, the one mistake that gets made occasionally is the pitcher gets on the rubber without the ball. You can't do that.
And that's all for Brandon Belt. Get a little extra in that fastball, 94 miles an hour from Bettis. Belt is 0 for 3.
Nice hit, trainer. Anthony Reyes doing a little maintenance on spikes. Trainers can do everything. That's just the deal. They can do everything. In fact, they shouldn't even call them dugout trainers. They should call them dugout mothers.
Head athletic mom,
Yeah.
Anthony Reyes. Which, and Dave Grescher's still here. He used to be the head trainer. Now he's more like a vice president or something, right? He got promoted.
He's the director of training. And does a great job. Everybody down there in that training room, they're just fantastic. What they do to keep these guys on the field. Applaud all of our medical team, doctors. It's a great group.
And it's a job. It's kind of a never-ending job. They're always on call. They're working all day long.
I'm still trying to figure out what month trainers actually take off for vacation. I just don't think it ever happens.
The Giants have a lot of players who live in the off-season down in the Phoenix, Scottsdale area, and the trainers all live down there. Pablo just got a piece of it to stay alive. 2-2.
Well, you think about, obviously they're working during the season, but in the off-season, a lot of guys have surgeries and injuries that they have to rehab. The responsibilities of a trainer just never end.
2-2 to Pablo Sandoval, who's 0 for 2 in the game. Crawford on deck. Strike 3 called.
A little backdoor paint with a cutter. Take a look at the play that ended it for the Rockies at the top of the 6th. This is a one-hop top spin bullet to the backhand. And you talk about an example of great legs provide soft hands. And that is the genius of Brandon Crawford.
Crawford's had 2 hits and he hadn't really hit one well yet. Tried to launch that one. 0-1. Crawford had a pop fly along the left field line that fell in for a single. He got an infield hit in the 4th. Hit that one twice. Came up off the dirt and hit his bat a second time, bouncing up on the backswing.
See as this thing comes up. Yep, try and do that. If you could do that on command, that'd be the greatest circus act ever. You could win America's Got Talent.
1-2 to Crawford. And a foul ball, third base side. And Crawford broke his bat on that. That boy comes out with a new piece of wood. Renato tosses the ball to a young fan for a souvenir.
Hey, she made a nice play. Had it, babe.
Never really liked that guy before, Mom, but must be a pretty good guy, really, huh?
A lot of wisdom in what you just said right there, because that's exactly how that's going to go down. Yep, she's a player. So is Mom.
2-2 now to Crawford. Cubs have just tied the Dodgers in the 6th inning. 2-2 in LA. On the out-of-town scoreboard. This game is tied at 1. And high and foul and back out of play. Tomorrow night, Madison Bumgarner will take the ball for the Giants up against Kyle Freeland. Young, tough left-hander. Against the veteran, 7:15. A day game on Thursday, the finale of the homestand. That's foul. Second deck.
That's a good fight him off right there. That's a good pitch. I mean, Bettis has really been pounding that outside corner this whole inning. He's had 2 strikeouts on this corner. And from Crawford's perspective, if you just use your hands to stay alive, live to see another pitch. That's good emergency swing.
Ouch. Down off his foot.
Backdoor cutter away, followed up by 94 cut on the inside corner. I mean, he's carving the turkey this inning. It's the best command he's had the whole game.
2 down, nobody on. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Brandon Crawford. Joe Panic on deck. Outfield toward the left field side. Now it's a full count. Sharp curve in the dirt. Well, he's made him work hard here. This next pitch will be number 20 in this inning for Bettis, who struck out Bell to start the inning, struck out Sandoval, and then jumped ahead of Crawford. Now Crawford has worked him into a full count. Look out, way inside.
And that's an easy take.
.95 pitches now for Bettis in this game, 20 in this inning. And Crawford reaches for the 3rd straight time. Now Panic. Joe Panic lined to single to center in the 2nd inning. Grounded out to 2nd in the 4th. So he's 1 for 2. 1-1 the score in the 6th inning.
Good changeup. All of the pitches for Pettis have definitely come to life here the last couple of innings. That's really how he has to pitch. When he's on, he's using all of his movement, all of his speeds.
A ball and a strike. Big hole on the right side of the infield with Desmond, the first baseman, on the bag with Crawford. The second baseman is kind of straight up, LeMahieu. You see Arenado over at 3rd, pulled off the line of ways. 1 ball, 1 strike. Right to the second baseman, LeMahieu. That's the inning. Dwayne Kuiper will be returning from the radio side for the 7th inning. The Giants won and the Rockies won.
the score through 6 full innings of play. It's 1-1. And look at the stats as we have had a good old-fashioned pitching duel. Chad Bettis, Derek Holland have hooked horns, and they have been very, very good. The run scored, a home run, a solo shot by Desmond in first and on the second, and then Hernandez, he had a solo shot in the third, and that's where we're at right now. 1-1, top of the 7th. Once again, my pal, Dwayne Kuiper.
And the pitch to Murphy is down low. See Murphy. Murphy with a base hit in the 5th. There's a call strike. It was some kind of job by Derek Holland in that 5th inning to pitch out of a 1st and 3rd and nobody out jam.
Last 2 weeks, Giants starting rotation has been ranked 3rd in all of the major leagues in rotation ERA. And they really have done the job. Kurt Young, Giants pitching coach, has really done a great job with these guys, especially when you consider 3 of them are rookies.
1-2. Yeah, that's one of them.
Derek Rodriguez, 7 4-hit innings, gave up a run on Sunday. Chris Stratton, Andy Suarez, been very, very good.
I know one thing, they have a hard time keeping up with Madison Bumgarner during batting practice.
Yeah.
Of course, some of the Giants regulars have a hard time.
The only pitcher that can hang with Bumgarner is in Albuquerque tonight, Jeff Samardzija.
Foul. I'll tell you who's getting better in BP is Suarez.
Well, he had 2 good at-bats in his last start on Saturday. We thought he almost got a hit. I mean, he's trying to learn how to hit basically at the big league level, having little or no history as a hitter. His career as an amateur player.
Swing. Ain't gonna miss. Hey, the Crazy Crab, the anti-mascot from the 80s, will make an appearance on Saturday. I thought they killed him off a long time ago, but he's going to come back July 7th as part of the 60th anniversary celebration. And the first 20,000 fans are going to receive a dead Crazy Crab scarf courtesy of the Good Neighbor Pharmacy at sfgiants.com.
So they saved a crab, and a crab
well, no, they
arm.
I mean, they've eaten them, right? They've had days where they've had like crab sandwiches or something, and he's back.
Yeah. Well, crabs, I mean, you could pull off a claw and they'll grow it back.
Yeah, that's
right?
true. Good point.
But the Crazy Crab, they pull off the body and save a claw, and occasionally he grows back, and that's how we see him.
Well, we were there when he made his debut, and it was ugly.
Yep.
It was not good for the Crab. Parra has struck out twice. Parra shoots one to left for a base hit. You know what he's thinking? Why didn't I do that in the 5th? A few years ago, he made an appearance. And Mike, that really actually looks like the original costume.
It is. It's absolutely the original costume. Every time I see that, I think of Steve Nicosia.
Yeah, he put it on. We got him to just put it on. Go mess with Leonard's locker.
He went into Jeffrey Leonard's locker and started throwing everything out on the floor. The word was you didn't go near Jeffrey Leonard's locker.
Bettis, who failed his bunt attempts in the 5th inning, is going to be asked to try it again here in the 7th.
Yeah, we're all sitting in the clubhouse one day, and all of a sudden the Crazy Crab comes running in and heads right over to Leonard's locker and starts throwing out boxes of shoes and socks and gloves.
There's a strike.
And his locker looked like a sporting goods store. It was amazing. And then here around the corner comes Jeffrey Leonard, and we're thinking, uh-oh, this is not good.
Yeah, I think he was afraid of the crowd.
Well, he was yelling at him, and about halfway into it, he started laughing, and it was a hit. It turned out it was Steve Nicosia, the ex-catcher and our teammate.
I suppose he's going to take his time.
Well, it was your idea. You got him to do it. That was a good one.
It was a good idea just so I didn't have to crawl into that suit. I think he was, what, 5'9"?
5'9".
So he was perfect.
Built like Yogi Berra.
Here comes Bruce Bochy. And now he makes a decision to go with Reyes Maranta. And Holland is going to get a great ovation, folks. He struck out 8 in this game. And they're starting already.
He was fantastic.
So he's got to enjoy this, because he didn't even know if he was going to make the team in spring training. When it's time for a change, things speedy. Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and repair experts. Base, and Reyes Maranta on the hill.
41 strikeouts in 34 innings and just 19 hits allowed for Maranta, the hard thrower.
Breaking ball misses, 1 ball and no strikes. Holland allowed a home run to Desmond and then 5 other hits. He walked 1 and he struck out 8. Maranta backs it up, and this time he gets a strike.
That's the beauty of a reputation to the fastball. When you have a 98-mile-an-hour fastball like Maranta has, teams are just not going to go up there and look for anything but that fastball early in the count. And he's been very good at stealing strikes early with that breaking ball.
That one gets away. It's 2 balls and a strike. Melanson head down to the bullpen. Two and two.
Tough to hit that slow breaking ball when you're thinking fastball.
Got him, and that'll end the inning. Maranta comes in and does the job. And it'll be Slater to lead things off.
By Heffernan Insurance Brokers. Insurance and financial services for you and your business. Visit hefins.com. By Xfinity. X1 will change the way you experience TV. And by Kelly Moore Paints. Go where the pros go. Kelly Moore, the painter's paint store.
Here it's a 1-1 ball game as we head to the home half of the 7th inning. Bettis has thrown 98 pitches. He's been good. And here's Slater. And Slater takes a strike. Slater struck out in the 2nd and then was walked intentionally in the 4th. Taps it foul, and it's a quick 0-2.
Hunter Pence come out the on deck circle.
This is off of Slater's foot.
Well, when Reyes Moranta came off the field with that strikeout, there was Dutch Holland saying, "Way to pick me up, partner. That a bit."
One and two to Slater. Slater on the ground and a base hit. As he shoots one through the hole between Arenado and Story.
Well, that was no mistake either. I mean, he kind of put him to sleep with a lot of slow stuff. And he set up the fastball in the inside corner, and he pulls the trigger at 94, running the inside corner. I mean, that is a quick bat, or 92 rather on this gun, 94 on the gun here at the ballpark. But nevertheless, that's a nice at bat. Because that was not a mistake to location from Bettis. That's right where he wanted it.
So here's Pence. Pence fresh off his walk-off hit on Sunday. That led you to believe that everybody was feeling pretty good for Hunter Pence.
Well, we were. That was fun to watch.
High pop-up foul. down the right field line and out of play. One of the reasons Bruce Bochy is using Hunter Pence against Bettis. Pence has a little bit of ownage. He's 5 for 16 with a home run lifetime.
Well, right now Bettis is on a short leash. They've got two arms getting heated up in the Rockies bullpen.
1-2.
The right-hander on your left is Yency Almonte, and the one on your right is Adam Ottavino.
I'm thinking Hunter Pence got a piece of that, and then it also got a piece of Murphy.
He did. He fouled it off into his right arm. Breaking ball he waits well with. Look at it, like on the chest protector. Nevertheless, it rattled on the clavicle. Take your breath away.
Pence on the ground slowly to third. Arenado is going to watch this one hit the bag. Unbelievable. He has got the magic one-do working, folks. If it doesn't work down the right field line, it works down the left field line.
Well, 65.4 miles per hour on the exit velocity. Let's take a look at how perfect this was. Arenado realized coming into this thing he wasn't going to have a chance. The best chance is let it go, maybe foul, but it hits the base, and that, my friends, is a big league knock.
And he ain't giving it back.
And that got him off the interstate.
So here's Gorkis Hernandez. We're going to have a meeting of the minds.
Well, the guys in the Rockies bullpen, they're good to go.
Yes, they are. Lopez and Farid getting ready. Giants post-game live. They're at Willie Mays Plaza after the game. Is that an umbrella in Lopez's cocktail?
I think so.
My goodness, it ought to be a good show.
Sipping margaritas, getting ready.
When he fills in for you, maybe he ought to try that with me.
Well, I'll suggest that.
I'll tell you what, after the third game in Miami, we were ready. So here's Gorkis Hernandez. He's 1 for 3. And he bunts at third base side. Arenado's only play will be at first, and he throws him out.
I think that might have been something he did on his own. But he did it perfectly. Well, first and second, nobody out. If you're going to bunt, you want to have that third baseman leave his position to have to field the ball. And Arenado had one play and one play only, and that's the out at first. So a productive out.
You're going to walk Buster Posey. And then Bud Black is going to make a change. I mean, the nastiest guy coming out of their bullpen is the guy that's coming in, and that's Ottavino. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and repair experts. We'll be back.
and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Francisco Giants Baseball Club, LLC.
It's a 1-1 game here in the 7th, and the matchup is Ottavino against McCutchen.
Take a look at the numbers for Adam Ottavino. They are all-star-like. 34 and a third innings. He's given up 10 hits. He's struck out 54. Righty's hitting 097. Lefty's hitting 091. And how does he do it? Well, you'll see a low three-quarter delivery with a huge crossover step. Low 90s fastball, sometimes mids, and a hard slider.
McCutchen 1 for 5 lifetime against Ottavino with 4 strikeouts. There's your base runners. McCutchen is 0 for 3. He's maybe hit the hardest ball of the night, and that was a line drive to left that was caught by Parra. Not close. 2 balls and no strikes.
Easy takes there.
And this would be a scary at bat for a right-handed hitter, just because of the crossover and the arm angle, and it's like, where is it going to go?
And his slider is so big that you will dive out there to the outside part of the plate thinking you have to get to the slider, and that's when he curls the fastball under your nose.
Not close. 3-0. There's Belt. And he pours one in like there's nothing to it.
94, knee high. Right at the base of the strike zone. That is John Tumpaine's preference to strikes. He likes those knee highs.
He's got to do it again. And he does. It's 3-2.
Little front door breaking ball.
You don't expect to see that 3-1.
But Ottavino, I think he has as much feel with the slider, sometimes even more than he does the fastball. I'm not surprised by that pitch at all. And I would be surprised to see another breaking ball here 3-2.
High fly ball, left center field. Parra's got a good arm. Slater tagging. Here's the throw. It is on line, not in time. Perfect throw by Parra, and the Giants take the lead.
Parra he leads this Rocky teams in assists. He's got 6 on the year. Gold Glover, I mean, big part of his game is that arm of his, and not only is it strong, but it is accurate. And Austin Slater, I mean, he was going as hard as he could because everybody knows about this guy's arm. A one-hop bullet takes the outside route, and Murphy can't get back in time to put the tag on. Great at bat from Andrew McCutchen.
So here's Belt.
Gets some momentum coming into the throw and just unloads. I mean, that's the big leagues right there. Every part of that play.
Now it's inside the Belt. Belt's actually got ownage on Ottavino. He's 4 for 7.
Take a look at the Giants dugout. I'll tell you if he's safe or out.
Great effort.
Maybe the bat, the throw, the slide. It's the big leagues.
Belt hooks one foul. smile of a kid who ended up with it. And he brought his glove. Good job. Belt drives one left center field. Blackman, and Blackman puts it away to end the inning. Giants take the lead.
And Therese Vignal as they bring you a fresh take on the game and the season on Giants Outsiders tonight at the post-game live.
When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and repair experts.
Mark Melancon coming in for the 10th time this year. He has been very good. Just 7 hits allowed, 10 base runners in 8 2/3. And he's going to take on the heart of the beast, Blackman, Arenado, Story.
Which is wide. Blackman is bounced out to third. He's lined out to Belt, and he's popped out to Sandoval. And a strike. The 1-1 pitch, here it is, and it's low.
Arenado on deck.
Foul back, 2-2. So Melancon needed to come in, he did. Tap foul right off Charlie Blackman. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good pitch with that cutter. I mean, he had a 2-2 count, so basically a pitch to play with. And he laid that cutter right at the base of the strike zone, and he got Blackman to go down and chase below the zone.
Breaks his bat. Panic to Belt. 1 out.
Big out to get. Now he can face Arenado from the windup. Nobody on base.
Arenado drew a walk in the 6th. He's 0 for 2. Tap to Crawford. Crawford to Belt. 2 down.
And that's the beauty of that big curveball of Melancon, is you throw that thing down around the knees because of the downward bite to it. I mean, that is a good sinker. It gets away, and it always has gotten a lot of ground balls. But a 1 pitch out, even better.
To that guy? Story with a base hit in the 6th. He's 1 for 3. Giants playing deep. Slater's especially deep. That's
the thing about the Rockies lineup. I mean, you look up and down, and they all have power. It's not like you can pitch around some guy with power because the guy behind him doesn't have it. It's up and down the lineup. They can all jerk you.
And that's down the right field line and out of play.
Nice 2-0 pitch with that cutter. Put it right out in the outside corner. It's tough to pull that cutter anyway, but when you can put it on a corner, on the outside corner to a right-handed hitter or a right-handed pitcher, that made a great pitch. Let this ballpark protect you. And right field is not an easy field to hit home runs in if you're hitting right-handed.
And a base hit past the diving Panic.
But again, I mean, that's how you protect yourself. Put that cutter on the outside part of the plate. Let him hit the ball the other way. Singles don't beat you. Home runs can.
Watson gets loose. Desmond homered. And then struck out in the 4th and in the 6th. Foul back. This was his home run in the 2nd inning.
Well, Derek Holland didn't make many mistakes, and this was a 3-1 get-it-in situation. They want to walk him, and Ian Desmond knocked it out. The only run that the Rockies would get off of Holland through 7 solid. All right, 6 2/3, still solid.
Pretty close. Pretty close. Look out! It's 1 ball and 1 strike. A pitch designed to do exactly what it did. This moves Desmond's feet a little bit. Down the right field line. McCutcheon's going to dive. It's off his glove. Now he's going to scamper to get it. They're going to wave in the runner. Panic's got the ball. Here's the throw home. Not in time. And this game is tied. So it'll be a double and an RBI for Desmond.
I'll tell you what, 2 pretty good approaches from Story and Desmond. They know Melancon's got a fastball with cut. The way you beat cut is going the other way. Thinking right field. McCutcheon just getting the tip of his glove on it.
and that's going to be it for Melanson.
So a 2-out single and then a 2-out double. And Watson's going to come in. It's 2-2, and we'll be back. With Desmond at third.
Tony Watson's numbers, 36th time that he has come in, 40 strikeouts in 36 innings. Combined hits and walks, less than innings pitched. Very, very strong statistic.
First pitch strike. On the ground to Belt. Belt to Watson. Side retired. Rockies tie it up. Sandoval will lead things off. You can download the MLB Ballpark app to Desmond. Here's Sandoval. Sandoval 0 for 3. And a strike, and it's 0-1.
The thing about Ottavino, and you would think looking at his motion, he'd be so tough on righties. Well, he's tough on lefties for a different reason. The reason he's tough on righties is because he's got a crossover stuff. He's going to make you give just by the way he throws the ball. But from a lefty's perspective, you don't see it. I mean, he hides the ball as good as anybody. I mean, he is funky.
And he gets Sandoval on 3 pitches.
2 sliders and a fastball, all perfect location.
Here's Crawford. Crawford's 2 for 2. He's been on base 3 times. And he shoots it into center field, a base hit. 3 for 3.
He's like 3 hits a day.
Crawford now 5 for 11 lifetime against Ottavino.
Yeah, and rumors of his slump grossly exaggerated.
Here's Panic. Panic 1 for 3. This is where, if you're Ottavino, you think about throwing that breaking ball. That's fine. But if you're Panic, you think about hitting that breaking ball right in the hole past Desmond, who's holding on Crawford. Nope, outside, 2-0.
That's the beauty of facing Ottavino if you're a lefty. I mean, his big frisbee breaking ball, it's going to come into you.
Yep.
And it is an inviting target on the right side of that infield.
Crawford not going anywhere. There's that breaking ball. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Alan Hansen getting ready. There's nobody in the Rockies bullpen. It is Ottavino against the world.
Crawford goes down low, throw down to second, and it gets away from Story, and the Giants catch a break. He was out.
He was going to be out, and Story could not keep a handle on the ball. Murphy's throw looked like a good one. I mean, that's a perfect throw. And he never caught it. I mean, that is right on the dot, and it never finds the pocket.
So Panic gets walked intentionally. Austin Slater. Not likely you've seen the likes of a guy like Ottavino in AAA.
Well, one of the things, he's got to hit tonight, so that took some of the schneid off. Feeling comfortable up there, and he has got a very, very strong approach to right field. And for that big sweeping breaking ball that he's likely to see from Ottavino, I mean, that's one. If you have an inside-out approach like he has, you're better equipped to beat it.
And there's the breaking ball, and it's 0-1. Does seem like he can throw that for a strike anytime he wants to.
Yeah, I think he feels better with that than the fastball. But if you're Austin Slater, you want to beg for this situation right here. You got a runner in score position, tie score, 8th inning. One of the best relief guys in all the National League West. Here's your opportunity to impress your skipper.
They waited on that one. It's 0-2.
You're a hitter. How do you win more playing time? You hit in big situations.
Got him.
And after 2 breaking balls, he shot a fastball right through him. And that's one that Slater's going to think about as he's driving out of the ballpark tonight. Now Steve Foster, the pitching coach, is going to come out and talk. I mean, Ottavino's got a right-hander on deck, Gorkis Hernandez. And Ottavino against Hernandez lifetime. Hernandez 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. He's never faced Hansen, so they're going to talk about what to do. And I don't think Bud Black really wants anything right in the middle of the strike zone at all in this matchup. The guys had the success that Ottavino's had this year. You don't want to just say, hey, walk the guy. But he doesn't want to see mistakes over the middle of the strike zone. If he walks him, not a big deal.
Well, he's been very good in moments like this. There's a pitch outside, 1-0. That being Hansen. And a pop-up back and out of play.
If you're thinking about home runs, Ottavino, 35 innings, has given up 1. But right now, a single will do it. But you got to earn it. You've got great arms on the corners in the outfield for the Rockies, and a very good assist arm in center field with Blackman.
One ball and 1 strike to Alan Hansen. Two balls and 1 strike.
Well, he's nibbling, which is what he should do.
Not close. 3-1.
Well,
I mean, if you're Hansen, you have to think here that you're going to get a strike. At least be ready for that.
Tom Murphy, the catcher for the Rockies, he looked over at Bud Black, the skipper, to see if he won 4 fingers. And that's exactly how you should pitch it, and that's how he did it. The unintentional, intentional walk. Giants got on the board back in the 3rd inning, trailing 1-0 when Ortiz Hernandez hit his 10th home run of the year. As we've seen him do many times this year, of the 10 that he's hit, he's taken on center field a bunch. So he steps in with confidence, although he's not had any confidence against Ottavino for 4 with 3 strikeouts.
One ball and no strikes. That's what I'd have been looking for.
Yeah, a backup slider on the inside corner.
Something soft. Because that other stuff is, whew.
Well, Ottavino wanted it.
Foul.
He was doing exactly as you suggest. He was sitting soft.
It's Crawford, Panic, and Hansen. And the 1-1. Out of play, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Two and two.
Tried to sneak attack with 93, and he did miss by a bunch.
May have been the first one he's seen.
It was. So using the slider to set up the fastball, tried to cherry pick that outside corner. Now there's the 2-2 tees, and a great take from Hernandez.
Well, what's the pitch that he's been able to throw for a strike?
Well, slider, and he likes that inside corner too.
Gets a fastball and he fouls it back.
Buzzed him at 92, and Ortiz Hernandez did well to fight it off.
He did well. You're right.
Take a look at the nastiness pouring right in on the hands. And we need to see another pitch.
Three and two. He walked him. Unbelievable.
Same location on the first pitch of the at-bat. Ottavino cannot argue. It was called a ball early. He knew what the deal was. As bad as he may want it, that was some kind of an at-bat from Ortiz Hernandez. Now take a look at the first one was called a ball. He went away, and then he comes back in on that same location. And the strike zone from John Tumpain never wavered. And that's all you can ask from an umpire. Consistency.
Buster's going to sit on the first pitch.
Well, I think
you're right.
He was looking for a slider. I think he was sitting on it.
Well, I mean, look, he's been paying attention, that's for sure. Wide. Now we're getting a high pitch total now for Ottavino. He just came off the disabled list.
I'm a little surprised he's been allowed to extend. I mean, once the ball four happened, I mean, he's a guy that you're going to want to use at some point in the rest of this series.
On the ground, and Arenado is going to dig it out, and that's going to end the inning. Giants take the lead. Right here on NBC Sports Bay Area, also streaming live on the NBC Sports app. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and repair experts.
So Sam Dyson coming on board here to try and close this one out. Take a look at what he has done this year. He's got 2 saves on the year. 29 hits allowed in 35 2/3. Bochy said that he would close by committee, but more often than not has been Sam Dyson has been given the responsibility to fill in the shoes for Hunter Strickland. He's on the disabled list.
Boy, that's a nasty pitch, and it's a swing.
It's amazing what an off day could do for a sinker or any other pitch for any relief pitcher.
Murphy's 1 for 3. 1 ball and 1 strike with Gerardo Parra to follow. And then we'll see a pinch hitter. Two balls and 1 strike. Sandoval guarding the line at third, Belt off the line at first. There's a pop up, and I do believe it's going to be out of play. Buster Posey will come over. Two balls, two strikes.
Playing Murphy straight up. About as straight up as you'll see. And a Bell a little bit off the line, guarding the hole.
Out of play. Sounded like a good catch.
Yeah, Finn made a pretty good play. Stuck around for the whole game. Got a reward.
This is a little flare that could be problem, and it's going to fall, and then it's going to kick away from everybody.
Cover third.
And nobody is at third.
Gorkis Hernandez, I mean, that's an A+ effort. And that was pretty odd. I mean, Murphy dropped anchor at second base. He very easily could have been at third. I mean, everybody converges on this. Crawford, Panic. Just once it kicked away from the glove, I mean, there was nobody to go out there and get it. And he had a trap all the way. It never was in his glove.
So Cuevas is going to pinch run. So here's Parra. Parra is 1 for 3. He poked a single into left field in the 7th. Line drive, foul. May have broken Parra's bat. So a little bloop opens things up here in the 9th, which just tells me that it wasn't supposed to be easy.
Oh, it just never seems like it is against the Rockies. Sam Dyson would love to get a non-productive out of this bat. He does not want to have Cuevas get to third.
Everybody's ready in the 0-1. Foul, 0-2.
So foul left, foul right. And now Dyson can go for the strikeout with this 0-2 count, which is really what he's pitching for with a runner at second and nobody out.
So it's 0-2 with Cuevas at second base. Crawford sneaking in behind him. And a nice block. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Not an easy one either. Sinkers have sort of a mind of their own. When they hit the dirt, they can skim on you, they can come up.
Got him.
Got him with a changeup and a two-seam grip. And that's exactly what Dyson wanted. A non-productive out. There you see the circle change. And the sink. And that's a big strikeout to get. That's 3 on the night for Parra.
Here's Iannetta. Iannetta, believe it or not, has only faced Dyson 1 time, and he's 0 for 1.
Well, Dyson has to pay close attention to Cuevas, the runner at second. Vary your looks. Don't let him get you timed. Because a base stealer here, if he senses any kind of consistency and rhythm that he can steal on, he'll go.
Iannetta takes low. One ball and no strikes. Down low, 2-0.
Yeah, you know, we talk about this with a guy who's got a good sinker like Dyson. In this situation here, I mean, if you walk him, you're setting up a force, and you can get a ground ball to get that double play. So there's no reason to just simply lay one out there in the middle of the strike zone and challenge him in a fat part of the strike zone. DJ LeMahieu on deck.
And the 2-0. There's a strike. Panic keeping an eye on Cuevas at second, as he should. Swing and a miss, 2-2.
Yeah, that's nastiness right there. That's 94-mile-an-hour sink that looked like a left-handed breaking ball coming in on that inside corner, and watch the explosion. That is big-time break, and Iannetta swings over the top. He's quick middle in. That's just a superb pitch.
Three and 2. So that was his one shot. Actually, he's got another shot. You lose Iannetta, you're going to face Blackman eventually.
I think after what they saw and getting that second strike on the inside corner, they might want to go in there again.
And the walk.
So they stayed away. I don't want to be a good at bat from Iannetta to lay off this sink.
Well, now you got the All-Stars.
Well, LeMahieu's hit into 5-0 plays on the year. Will Smith heading down, and he's thinking about Charlie Blackman, perhaps, who's on deck. Walters running for Iannetta.
LeMahieu is 1 for 4. One ball and no strikes. LeMahieu does have 2 hits in 4 lifetime at bats against Dyson. And here he takes a strike at the knees to even the count.
Beautiful sinker.
LeMahieu steps out, but not for very long. 1 ball and 1 strike. On the ground to Panic. Panic will knock it down. That's 1. That's 2. And that's the ball game. We are quite sure that the Rockies will take a look at every base. And why wouldn't you? But the Giants obviously feeling pretty strong that this game is over.
And the guy you look at is Brandon Bell, because he knows. Ball kicks away. I mean, it was really scalded. A 2-hopper that came up on Panic. The flip. And now it's a matter of whether or not Bell stayed on. This game's over.
Yeah, now what Bud Black is asking was Crawford on the bag at second.
Let's take a look and see if Crawford was indeed on the base.
Yep.
Yeah, game's over.
So this should be a quick call.
I'm sure they're going to look at it from a couple different angles at second base, but the angle that we saw led us to believe that it was over, and this replay was presented by Xfinity.
Gone. And this game is over. So game 1, like it always goes against the Rockies, it just ain't easy, partner. It ain't easy.
Laugher. It isn't, and it's just good baseball is what it is. It's what it always seems to be against these teams. And tonight, Derek Holland was fantastic. The Giants scratched for runs, and the bullpen made it stand up. It's a big win as they start this final homestand with these Rockies.
So here tonight on this Monday night, remember it was last Monday where everybody had their hearts broken, but not tonight. As the final score, it's the Giants 3 and the Rockies 2. Thanks for joining us. Stay tuned for Giants Postgame Live. It's presented by Toyota, and it starts right now.